Jobs back to Michigan. It's going to be a victory for the people, a victory for the wage earner, the factory worker. Remember this, a big, big victory for the factory worker. They haven't had those victories for a long time. A victory for every citizen and for all of the people whose voices have not been heard for many, many years. They're going to be heard again. It'll be a win for the voters, not for the pundits, not for the journalists, not for the lobbyists, not for the global special interests funding my opponent's campaign. It's going to be your victory. These are hard times for many in this country. I just got back from a tour of the suffering and devastation in Louisiana. Perhaps you can tell by the way I'm dressed. Just got off the plane. It was actually incredible. The spirit of the people is incredible. The devastation, likewise, they've never seen anything like it. But the spirit of the people is incredible. And honestly, Obama ought to get off the golf course and get down there. We mourn for the lives lost, and we pledge our help, comfort, and support to every last person in need. To the people of Louisiana, we are with you, and we will always be with you. In my visit, I saw not only the suffering of our people, but also their strength, courage, and really unbeatable spirit. Their spirit will overcome. We have a lot to overcome in our country, especially the fact that our jobs are being taken away from us and going to other lands, and we're not going to allow it to happen, and especially it's happening right here in Michigan. It's an amazing spirit that we will need to rebuild our country. It's that strength that we are going to need to create the new American future our children so much deserve. Thank you very much. In this new future, millions of workers on the sidelines will be returned to the workforce. And if I'm not elected president, that will never happen. Believe me. They're talking to you, they're playing you, but believe me, you know the answer. And I have to say that I've been talking about Michigan and the car industry and how your businesses and plants have been ripped out of your land, and I've been doing it for 4 years to the people of Michigan. Other people started talking about it last week. They're not going to do anything about it. Crumbling roads, bridges, and airports will be replaced with the infrastructure our country needs and deserves. Families trapped in welfare will be provided with jobs and opportunity. Children stuck in failing government schools will be able to attend the school of their choice. Government will become lean, effective, responsible, and honest. Our border will be protected, and our children will be safe. Very, very safe. And we will build the wall. Don't worry about it. We will build the wall. Law and order will be restored, and the poorest places in our country will know safety and peace again. American values and cultures will be cherished, and I mean cherished, and celebrated once again. But to achieve this new American future, we must break free from the bitter failures of the past and reject the same insiders telling us the same old lies over and over and over again. No group in America has been more harmed by Hillary Clinton's policies than African Americans. No group. No group. If Hillary Clinton's goal was to inflict pain on the African American community, she could not have done a better job. It's a disgrace. Tonight, I'm asking for the vote of every single African American citizen in this country who wants to see a better future. The inner cities of our country have been run by the Democratic Party for more than 50 years. Their policies have produced only poverty, joblessness, failing schools, and broken homes. It's time to hold Democratic politicians accountable for what they have done to these communities. At what point do we say enough? At what point do we say enough? It's time to hold failed leaders accountable for their results, not just their empty words over and over again. Look at what the Democratic Party has done to the city as an example, and there are many others, of Detroit. 40% of Detroit's residents, 40%, live in poverty. Half of all Detroit residents do not work and can't get a job. Detroit tops the list of most dangerous cities in terms of violent crime. Number one. This is the legacy of the Democratic politicians who have run this city. This is the result of the policy agenda embraced by crooked Hillary Clinton. $33,000 emails gone. The only way to change results is to change leadership. We can never fix our problems by relying on the same politicians who created our problems in the first place. A new future requires brand new leadership. Look how much African American communities have suffered under Democratic control. To those I say the following: what do you have to lose by trying something new like Trump? What do you have to lose? I say it again, what do you have to lose? Look, what do you have to lose? You're living in poverty, your schools are no good, you have no jobs, 58% of your youth is unemployed. What the hell do you have to lose? And at the end of 4 years, I guarantee you that I will get over 95% of the African American vote, I promise you. Because I will produce for the inner cities, and I will produce for the African Americans. And the Democrats will not produce, and all they've done is taken advantage of your vote. That's all they've done. And once the election's over, they go back to their palaces in Washington, and you know what? They do nothing for you. Just remember it. So you have nothing to lose. One thing we know for sure is that if you keep voting for the same people, you will keep getting exactly the same result. My administration will go to work for you as no one has ever done before. We will work. We will bring back jobs. We will work. By contrast, the one